Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's recipe will be pumpkin pie. I am not using pumpkin from the can. I'm going to use real pumpkins, and you see me here cutting them in half. I have two of them. Even if I'm not going to use both of them, I'm going to bake them and save some of the pulp in the freezer. I will remove now the seeds. You can bake the seeds in the oven with some salt or sugar. They are delicious. Now place the pumpkins with the cut facing down on a tray and on baking paper and bake them at 400 Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes. You can test them if they are baked just by piercing a fork in the skin, and you'll feel exactly if the pumpkins are baked or not. I let them cool down and I remove now the pulp. For the pie crust, I will use 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, half a cup of cold butter, a pinch of salt, and 2 or 3 tablespoons of vodka. I mix the flour with sugar, salt, and the butter, and now you see me adding the vodka, and I'm mixing with my hands until the dough will bind together in one single bowl. Stretch the dough with the rolling pin on the working surface. I powder the surface with flour, also underneath and above the dough, and stretch the dough bigger than the tray that you are going to use. I used one with a diameter of 9 inch. Take the dough now on, fold it and place it on in the tin. You don't need a thicker layer of dough, so around 5 millimeter is enough. So now you see me placing the dough in the tin, and I will cut the excess dough, and I'm going to use the excess dough to decorate the pie. I will cut it now with a knife, and I'm going to stretch it again with the rolling pin and decorate the pie. And I will save this dough in the fridge until I'm going to be ready with the filling, but at least 30 minutes you need to keep it in the fridge. So for the filling, I'm going to use 3 eggs, 1 cup of evaporated milk, 1 cup of sugar, some salt, like a pinch of salt, 2 cups of pumpkin puree, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of powdered ginger, cinnamon. If you want, you can add more, 2-3 tablespoons, and nutmeg. I want the pumpkin to be very smooth, so I use the food processor to do that. And I will mix it with the spices, the eggs, milk, sugar, and the salt. I will bake first the dough, and I use the fork to make some holes. It's not going to lift up in the oven. I have placed the baking paper inside the dough, and as you see here, I'm using wheat. I'm going to bake the crust like this in the preheated oven for 10 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit. I will remove the wheat and the baking paper and bake it again for another 10 minutes. Pour the filling inside the baked crust and bake it at 300 Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes until the filling will be settled down and is not going to move. And you also can test that by sticking a knife inside the filling. You have to let the pie cool down completely before you serve it, and you can serve it with ice cream, with whipping cream, or simply with milk. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, put a smile on your face no matter what, and I'm going to see you here next time at another recipe. Bye!